All right, all right. It's working. Lord have mercy. All right, let's see what we got. Ah, of course. There's always something. There's always something. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining me this morning. Beautiful Monday morning. Yes, it is Monday morning. I know a lot of you might be like, Monday. But I'm like, Monday. Yay. Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Brian. If you don't already know, I am a cinematographer located here in the Northwest Chicagoland area. And check out brianraysfilm.com. Got some cool stuff on there. Got a blog up there. Got some rates if you're looking to hire a cinematographer. Also do some live stream coaching if you want to do that as well. Live stream coaching, podcast coaching, live production coaching, whatever you need that involves video production. You want to learn how to use a camera? I can teach you. It doesn't matter if it's an old camera, a new camera, a film camera, a digital camera, a pocket camera, a cinema camera. Yeah. If it's a camera, I can teach you how to use it. Anyways, so this is part 3 for some tech news that I had built up from last week, and I didn't. One second. Yeah, so I haven't even checked the news, my feed lately. Usually I check it in the morning. When I get up, I usually check my news feed in the morning and see what's going on in the tech world. So I haven't done that because I really want to get through this last week, even though it was from oh Lord have mercy. All the news was from the week before. So I'm really, really behind. But anyways, let's just get right to it. There's only a few more articles that I want to get through. And I think we could do it within the next 20 minutes or so, less than 20 minutes. So all right. So first thing up is, I think we talked about the Arri Alexa and then the Arri Alexa 35. So really quickly, just a recap of everything. Canon USA halts camera price drops due to tariffs. Tariffs are going crazy right now. Apple's sneaky workaround for tariffs. Again, tariffs are going crazy. There's some new updates about that. I'm not going to talk about it today. Apple Store Northbrook is to close permanently. Budget mini projector alert, flash sale at Walmart. It looks like a decent projector, but I'm not sure about the specs. Check out the specs before you get it, so that way you can make sure that it's something that you are looking for. Top camera gear for pro level travel photographers or travel photos. Yeah, so travel photos, I mean, if you're a professional or you want professional results, you can get a camera, get something small, or you can just use the phone. Let's see what else. Tilta introduces an electronic variable ND filter. Hopefully something that we can get for the Film Diner Studio. Maybe, I hope. Sennheiser releases a climate-proof shotgun mic. If you're into audio, check that out. SanDisk unveils high-speed micro SD express cards. Atomos launches TXRX 4K and HD wireless video system. Atomos partners with Club Cantor for Anton support. Amaran debuts 60C and 120C panel lights. First look at the brightest LED fixture yet. And Godox to MG6K, a powerful lighting solution from Godox. And remember, I was not exactly, I was kind of comparing the two lights, the aperture light and the Godox light. And the aperture light, I think you get $3,000 off with a rebate, like an instant rebate right now. At least I think it's a rebate because, I used to work in camera sales. And whenever you see stuff like that from the website, the B&H, Procam, Adorama, when they all have the same price, and it's like saying that they're knocking off 3,000, a certain amount of money, when it says save instantly or instant savings, that usually means that it's a rebate. So there you go. So I think for like 10 grand, you can get this Amaran, this aperture, this really bright Amaran X52, I believe. Google offers free interactive lighting lessons. We were checking that out. Go check that out. I'll put the link up in my website pretty soon. Microsoft offers free AI skills training, something to take advantage of. I think May 29th it's only available till. Something like that. Check out the link. I'll put it up somewhere soon. Adobe integrates AI agents into Creative Suite. Can't wait for that to happen. You know, AI. I love AI so much. Apple Notes introduces enhanced organization features. Building a Google Photos alternative with Synology NAS, and Google Gemini's 2.5 Pro, the pricey AI powerhouse, which went way over my head. I had no clue what they were talking about in the article, but if you do, let me know in the comments. Give me some pointers, please. And then we talked about the Arri Alexa base model, an affordable pro cinema camera, which comes in at around $49,500, I believe. Which prior to that, it was with all the features, it was like 80 grand or something like that, maybe a little bit more. I don't remember, but it was coming in at 49.5, basically because it's just like a stripped down version of the higher end, which is it's just like this is like a new thing that I'm seeing. Well, Ari's the only one that's doing it, and it's interesting. It's you can pay for licenses for like specific features, and then it's also based on like term lengths or whatever. So like for a day, a license for a day for Arri Raw, a license for a day for like 120 frames per second, all this other stuff, and so it's like 1 day, 7 days, 3 days, indefinitely, had different. It's just nuts how they're doing that now with cameras. So how's that going to work? Does the camera have to, when you boot it up, does it have to connect to the internet to know, or is like when you purchase that specific like a day license, is there something going to be in the code that says keep this on only for 24 hours? I'm wondering like how they managed to pull that off. So next article is Fujifilm to launch a half-frame fixed lens camera. Let's jump right into it really quickly because we now have 13 minutes left because I got stuff to do, y'all. I got stuff to do. And you guys are hearing me okay? Let me know. I see the audio levels are looking pretty good. So yeah, let's just jump right into it really quickly. Fujifilm to launch a half-frame fixed lens camera. Fujifilm seems to be nearing an announcement for what is being called a half-frame fixed lens digital camera. Now the half-frame will work. Now how the half-frame will work is still a bit a mystery. Half-frame makes sense with 35mm film cameras or something like the Pentax 17. It allows you to double the number of images on a roll of film. How is this going to be implemented for digital? The leaked image appears to show a fixed lens camera with the lens having an aperture of 2.4. We can't see the focal length, but it would make sense that it will be somewhere between 24mm and 35mm field of view. The camera is rumored to have a 1-inch sensor, which doesn't sound too appealing for a camera like this. It also has an odd vertical rear LCD screen. Does this mean the camera sensor will be positioned vertically? Yeah, that is weird. That's very interesting. It might be a vertical camera. We do know all the camera companies will be releasing a lot of new fixed lens cameras, as we've seen recently with Canon releasing the PowerShot V1. Canon and Nikon released new fixed lens cameras recently, though it doesn't seem either company put too many resources into their development. Fujifilm half-framed camera rumored specifications: half-frame camera, vertical LCD, f2.4, 1-inch sensor, compact size. Okay. There is a hypothesis that this Fujifilm camera will allow people to shoot Man, I gotta pick up a dictionary. Diptych. I don't know. Help me out with this word, guys. Photography, which isn't something I know anything about. This photography is a technique and format that uses two photographs to tell a story. These photos are closely associated and share some form of commonality. Okay, I could see how this sort of feature to make a type of photography easier would be welcomed by a lot of creative people. Okay. I think this is going to be I think this is going to be a very interesting year for new fixed lens cameras, and it appears Fujifilm is going to try and step outside the box. There's nothing wrong with that, even if there isn't much interest on this side of the keyboard. I don't represent everyone. Canon is rumored to be releasing a new PowerShot V3 camera later this year, and we may actually see a new G camera geared more to photographers than videographers. I don't know. So let me take a look at this thing. Is that a touch screen? There's a scroll wheel right there. But then this is probably like a navigation joystick right there, or a button. Then we got audio, USB, and I don't know what that icon is. We got play, display. I don't know if we'll be able to. Yeah, it looks like there's a hot shoe, exposure, compensation. This is probably, I don't know what this is. That's blurred out. That's crossed off. Yeah, who knows, man? Maybe they're trying to bring back cameras from the past. You can see there's a viewfinder right there. Fuji's the one that does this, like, I forget what they call it, the viewfinder. I can't think of it right now. Anyways, all right, let's keep moving forward because we only got 8 minutes left, and there's still 2 more articles to talk about, and these are probably one of the most important ones, or 2 of the most important ones, I should say. So the new Fujifilm GFX Eterna details a fancy variable ND, frame IO, and more. So here's some new information on this Fuji's cinema camera. Fujifilm has released new information about its upcoming medium format cinema camera, the Fujifilm GFX Eterna, in dribs and drabs. Today at NAB 2025 in Las Vegas, Fujifilm released new details about GFX Eterna, including neutral density filter specifications, power supply, memory cards, frame.io support, and more. To briefly recap the Fujifilm GFX Eterna cinema camera, Fujifilm revealed that it was developing its first ever filmmaking camera, the GFX Eterna, last November. Citing the GFX Eterna, building upon Fujifilm's rich history in the cinema space, including through the camera's namesake, Eterna motion picture color negative film. Fujifilm said that the time was right to develop the GFX Eterna as more filmmakers use GFX series medium format cameras for video projects and applications. Leveraging Fujifilm's expertise and experience in the field of filmmaking, the company will combine the exceptional capabilities of Fujinon lenses with the advanced technology of the GFX series. Aptly named GFX Eterna, it aspires to become a driving force in shaping a new era of filmmaking and dedicate to contributing to the creation of timeless cinematic masterpieces, Fujifilm said last November. The GFX Eterna was shown beneath glass. Okay, can we just get to the details that we want to... What information do you have? Okay, but today I have 2 additional new specifications that we can disclose. One is that the GFX Eterna cinema camera will support higher decoding, which allows for 4K open gate. 4K open gate on a medium format sensor is crazy. We could expand the readout mode up to 4.3. That is why it will be the tallest sensor available in a filmmaking camera, Fujifilm told Petapixel in Yokohama in February. Today at NAB in Las Vegas, Fujifilm detailed 5 additional GFX Eterna specifications and features. Here we go. The camera will have a variable electronic neutral density filter with strengths ranging from 0.6 to 2.1 or light reduction ranging from 2 to 7 stops. Put another way, this is ND4 to ND128. Fujifilm has not said whether this adjusts automatically during recording or if it is stopless. If the GFX Eterna ticks these boxes, it would enable interesting depth of field pulls. The GFX Eterna will support internal MPW235 batteries, the same 2200 milliamp hour rechargeable battery used in a variety of Fujifilm cameras, including GFX models like the GFX 100 Mark II and the GFX 100S Mark II, plus X series cameras like the XH2S, XH2 and the XH2S and the XT5. Fujifilm says the GFX Eterna cinema camera will support hot swapping external batteries or transition to DC input during use. Further, the internal battery is automatically charged via the external power source. Next up, storage media. The GFX will support internal recording to CF Express Type B and SD cards. SD cards, whoa. You got to have some really fast SD cards for that kind of sensor. Presumably UHS-2 media, of course. Or they got to make something faster. Fujifilm has not yet stated any recording mode restrictions based on the internal media used, or if some modes are restricted to external recording. In the case of the GFX 100 Mark II, some higher bit rates require specific cards, including either CF Express Type B or V90 rated SD cards. It is reasonable to expect similar limitations with the GFX Eterna. Okay, Fujifilm announced that the GFX Eterna will work with the Tascam XLR microphone adapter handle accessory. That's pretty cool. Wait, the Eterna? Does it not have XLRs on it? Why would you need an XLR adapter? Providing support for expanded professional quality audio inputs and devices. That's interesting. Finally, like some of Fujifilm's other recent X and GFX series cameras, the GFX Eterna will work natively with Frame.io. This means that GFX Eterna users will be able to use the camera's built-in network interface, Wi-Fi or Ethernet, to authenticate a Frame.io project and upload files to the cloud automatically while shooting. This provides instant remote access to proxy video files, enabling editors to instantly begin working on a project as it is shot. Frame.io also supports a wide range of collaboration, editing, and organization tools for diverse projects. As for precisely when the Fujifilm GFX Eterna will arrive, that for now remains a mystery. Fujifilm has repeatedly said the GFX Eterna will arrive sometime this year, and given that the camera is getting a lot of Fujifilm spotlight at NAB, there is no reason to doubt that. Sweet. I think this was talking about further the Fujinon GF 32 to 90 millimeter power zoom lens that has been on Fujifilm's lens roadmap in one form or another since 2023 is still in the works and expected to arrive in 2025. Okay, cool. All right, that's pretty interesting. I really want to see more of this camera. I would love to get my hands on one of these for sure. Okay, moving on. Last thing. We got a couple minutes left, and this is probably, I don't know. We'll see. YM Cinema Magazine, the magazine that got me on April Fools. Blackmagic Ursa Cine 12K LF to get autofocus in the upcoming months. In a compelling and revealing interview conducted by Anthony Rodriguez, Dan May, president of Blackmagic Design USA, confirmed that the company's flagship Ursa Cine 12K LF will receive autofocus capabilities in the coming months via a free firmware update. This is a huge leap forward for Blackmagic and yet another sign that the company is determined to compete in the highest tier of digital cinema. Autofocus is coming to the Ursa Cine. And they talk about it. The Ursa Cine 12K LF was already a bold statement when it launched, priced at $6,995 and loaded with professional features, including internal NDs. Let me get rid of this. A large format 12K sensor and a modular design. So here's another medium format sensor. All right, well, really quickly, let's just finish this up. Blackmagic's approach to autofocus, cautious and quality first, of course. They're always they're always working hard to get the best quality out of everything that they're doing, right? So that's one thing I love about Blackmagic. Blackmagic has the historical avoided implementation autofocus. Has historically avoided implementing autofocus until they could ensure it works well and reliably. Dan emphasized that bad autofocus is worse than no autofocus. This is very true. Take a look at Panasonic. Lumix cameras have terrible autofocus. It's like the reason why I bought into Panasonic originally was because I was becoming a cinematographer and I didn't really care about autofocus, because I like to pull focus manually. So, first limited rollout. Their initial autofocus implementation is a limited rollout on the Cinema Camera 6K with L-mount lenses only. This controlled release allows them to QA the feature thoroughly before wider development, which I figured that's what was happening. A lot of people were going crazy when they put the autofocus, continuous autofocus in the Cinema 6K, and then like if you go to the Facebook groups, the forums, and everyone's like, "Will my pocket cinema camera get autofocus? Oh, how do I update it?" Dude, relax, chill. Let's be patient. Be patient, please. It's not going to get it. It's not going to get it because it's only for the 6K, Cinema 6K. I'm like, bro, just relax. They're testing it out. Like, it's obvious. And then a lot of people are just like, my pocket. I want it autofocus. How do I update it? It's not going to get it. I kept reading post after post after post in the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera Facebook groups. And it's like I left a lot of those groups because it's just the same posts over and over again, and then other people are just like attacking them because it's like, come on, man, just be nice. I don't know. I rejoined a couple of those groups mainly to create content off of, because I think we're gonna react to some of the posts in the future streams. So that should be a lot of fun, reacting to posts. And because a lot of times I read a post and it's like, really, did you really just ask that? Yeah, people will be people. You can't. Yeah. Okay. Free update autofocus is being added as a free firmware update, showing their commitment to continuous value improvement. Autofocus roadmap, no checkbox mentality. Autofocus won't be added just to check a box. It needs to be high performing and production ready. Coming to large sensor cameras, there is a roadmap that implies future inclusion in larger sensor cameras like the Ursa Cine LF, since they share technology with the Cinema Camera 6K and the Pixis 6K. Timeline: Dan estimates this development will happen over months, not years. And no plans for older models. Autofocus updates are not planned for older Blackmagic cameras, as retrofitting them would require too much development time. Which, if the camera doesn't have the hardware, you can't really implement the software. So, all right, so that's pretty much it. What do you guys think? Let me know. What was your favorite topic? What was your favorite news development from this whole batch that was all from like last week? and then hopefully we'll get some more exciting news this coming up week. And I haven't even checked, but I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff. The cool thing is that I save it, and then I can, do the thing, and then we do the thing, and then everyone can get the thing. All right, cool. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me this morning. Have an amazing week. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and we're gonna do this again. You're gonna get the updates and yada yada yada, just like everybody else. All right, so be sure to like the video, be sure to subscribe, and leave comments down below. Let me know what you wanna hear more of and what you want to hear less of, and then we'll keep the conversations rolling in the comments. All right, peace out. Bye. Oh, how do I do this again? I gotta go over here. I gotta set all this up again. All right, bye, guys. Audio is out. And then MP1. And we still got audio. Oh, wait. Well, I thought I muted it. Oh, there we go. There. I hit it again.